Well, good morning. Here we are again. Beautiful Danville, Indiana, outside of Date Label, where we are literally putting on the finishing touches. I think this is probably going to be the last time we're here because I don't think I'm going to be able to get out again before they hand the keys over to the client. So let's get in there. We'll see what we're doing, which today we are finishing up acoustics. We've been asked by our client, Rigdon Construction, to go ahead and finish out a little bit of scope that was not part of us, which is an acoustical panel wall on the mezzanine level. So we'll be doing that right before we end here today, but we haven't done it yet. We can look at the panels. They're staged out in the warehouse. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be like a wood veneered panel that's just going to absorb sound because they got an open office area up there. So we're finishing out our acoustical tiles. Got foreman Orlando Sanchez on scene with carpenters William and Sarah Cruz and Israel Estrada. And today we found that some blocking and some stairwell was not where it needed to be. These things happen. So unfortunately we're going to have to cut into the walls today and put in some blocking so that unfortunately these things that got missed can get caught before we give the keys over to the client. So mistakes happen. This wasn't one that was just a simple oversight, but we got it fixed. So we're here today finishing acoustical tiles, putting in just a couple pieces of blocking that were missed, and then hopefully cleaning up and handing over the keys to Date Label because it looks great in there. You're going to see for yourself. Let's go in. Okay, here is the main lobby for Date Label. As you can see, we're really at the finished stage here. Pretty unique feature here. They opted to use residential doors instead of commercial ones. We did swing all these doors, but our crew was up to the challenge, swinging these residential doors and commercial frames. It worked out. They look really great trimmed out in this wood. Kind of has a more just kind of home appeal, which is nice when you're in an office. You don't want to always feel like you're in an office. So here, when we were here for our last progress walk, we talked about that brake metal. Now you can see how it works, where our acoustic ceilings go straight up against the windows. But again, that's not a problem because we have a little bit of metal that drops right in front of it. Looking good in here. So they are putting in the railing, Orlando Sanchez. Now, this wall over here is where we missed 4 points of blocking. It was put in, but unfortunately not put in high enough. So we're going to have to cut into the wall 4 different areas and put in some fire-treated 2x6 pre-cuts, which is right there. That allows them to secure it to the wall and make sure that railing doesn't get pulled away from the drywall. This is the wall where we're going to be putting on the acoustical panels that we mentioned earlier. They look like wood panels, but they are made out of acoustical material, just like the tile, that has sound absorption properties. Looks really good in here. Gotta make sure they, yep, oh, we gotta put tile in there. ¿Cómo estamos?
Bien.
Bien. And we have the grid in the ceiling, in the closet. I didn't know if, because I know they added that. So, okay. Awesome. You guys are doing a great job. Looks good in here. So, all right. Well, I love it. So as we can see, they have an open office in here. That's why they want that acoustic wall in there, as well as the acoustic ceilings, because it is going to get loud. So up on the Perry, putting in the tile, it's William and Sarah Cruz, the person who I made sure was going to hit the closet with the grid, filling in all the tile, was our carpenter, Israel Estrada. So those tile that are going around the perimeter, see, these are not full tile. They have to be cut down to size. We call those the border tiles. And then once we get those cut, well, all the ones that drop in between are typically whole ones, other than the ones we have to cut down to size for lighting fixtures or some other mechanical popping through it. It goes quick, but it does take some time. And here's Orlando doing some surgery to the wall to make sure that we get the blocking into the right place. So he's got to cut with a sawzall into the drywall to be able to squeeze in a piece of 2x6 pre-cut into the area he's cutting. So we want to get out of his way because he's better and faster without us messing with him. And I'm too fat to fit through things. Sorry, gents.
Oh, no problem. We got another one that missed. It's right here while you're.
This one as well?
Well, it's here, but it's up too high. We need to be 36 on the center off the nail, off the nose of that stair.
Okay.
We raised it up. That should be the center line of the rail. I don't know. Let's see what Brian says on that. We hit it right there. We had to sheet it up.
So, well, obviously. All right. So we have six holes that we need to fill. All right. We have 6 pre-cuts. That works.
Okay, that works.
Wonderful. Thank you, gentlemen. So that's what happens in the field. It's not that we didn't install the blocking. The blocking was installed per the drawings that we were given in the submittals, but things adjust. Unfortunately, inches add up to miles. And when you're off by a couple inches, you might as well be off by a couple miles. So what I'm bringing us out to here is, first of all, it's done. Beautiful. Second of all, here's those acoustical panels that we're looking at. We're actually going to be installing up on that wall. So those are mounted with adhesive and 15 screw points. Looks good here, Date Label. They're ready. They're putting in racking. They're going to have this thing up and running soon. I hope they're happy with the job here because I think it has turned out into a beautiful office for them. And I hope they agree. Well, that's it. Just like all these videos, we ended up right where we began. I'm gonna go outside because it's so beautiful. All right. Well, I told you we missed some blocking. What did we find out while we were there? A couple more pieces. This is real life, people. I'm giving you the unedited, unfiltered truth of construction. It's messy. It's dirty. It's detail oriented. But it can be really, really rewarding. I mean, I saw this plot of land turn into a gravel pit to this beautiful building that's going to be giving a lot of different people a lot of jobs that they can use to earn money, to pay for groceries, to buy a house. That's what this is all about. We're making places to make our community stronger. So, hey, thank you, Date Label, for building this new facility. Thank you, Rigdon Construction, for having us part of it. We have a lot to finish. I know it doesn't seem like much, but the spit and polish is truly the time-consuming bit that we need to be focused on. So, thanks for joining me today. MSK, we build it right every time. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.